Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only you find a way to win. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Wolverines will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He leaves it with the back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this game.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell, they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
This crowd, full throats, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quickly to the tight end. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw. It's Underwood. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, they're looking ahead, always point to the future, Like, They need to win today. Like, their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The #1 goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Penn State! The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
What, your son?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. That's reeled in, it's Smith. There he goes! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Wolverines want to move quickly.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work. Touchdown, Michigan! Oh, that baby!
Yes, because we got the Heisman running in front of him.
After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Coming out with it, it's Hayes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need to push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's
suck.
got him.
They'll
They'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Punt is on its way.
This was a picture for you, Dodgers.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Inside the 35. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Now on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
He's going to take off. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
You got to keep chasing and keep defending. When you got scrambling QBs that get outside the pocket, you got to keep defending down the field and keep coverage on the wide receivers. And good job with pursuit drill, running them down, making them run out of bounds, and that counts in the record books for a sack.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the 2nd level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Gives them a little more breathing room. A 3-yard gain out to the 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
To the air, it's Underwood. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Using his feet. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. At the 35, he's got more. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. He built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Most offensive schemes are predicated on 1st down productivity. That will not go down as a productive 1st down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. They want to run this quarterback. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
That's caught. It's Reynolds. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep you coming.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are a nightmare for defenses to try to stop.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Fires to the big fella. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The play action fake. Using his legs to buy some time. Hit as he throws. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback. Your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man by himself. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just
headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have.
Bang him in the head.
David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
How nice is it for the quarterback knowing he's got a tight end that can get down the field vertically, and on the cornerback, you know if you just put it anywhere near this guy with his long arms, he's going to pluck the football. He did it right there.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Steps away to find some room. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to find another play. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Dances away. Turns and fires a risky pass back to the right.
My nigga,
Touchdown,
they just let this nigga get up fucking
They
home.
won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, I don't know if there was a lot of question with respect to who that ball was going to be
This
going
nigga,
to. This
luckiest
quarterback
nigga
knows who
I've
his
ever
best
fucking seen.
playmaker is, and on the final play of the first half, he was
Nigga gets the
looking him
most
up. It
lucky
wasn't
shit
going to
off,
be easy,
my
but
nigga.
they're able to
Nigga
execute,
just
get
threw
on the
up
same
some
page,
nigga, man up
score the
3D.
touchdown, and they
And
got the
fucking
lead.
a nigga
That's the end of
is
the
one of my
second quarter.
defenders.
That means
Huh?
it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
That is some fucking goofball shit, bro.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the air, it's Underwood.
Love keeping niggas in the game. Like,
Quarterback
what?
floating away from pressure. Complete to the left. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. Has the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying play action. Dances away to buy time. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Quick completion on the outroute. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now.
And this nigga's have him stopped. The nigga comes in and pushes him over. That is fucking garbage.
Yeah, there's so much aggressiveness in college football, and I'm here for it. I want all of it. Nice job, 4th and short. I'm buying my club, and now 1st and goal inside the 5. I'm trying to get that touchdown. Forget those field goals.
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. This defense has been a stone wall. Can they stuff him again on 3rd and goal? Big fullback's got it. Touchdown, Michigan! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
Nice job on 3rd and goal. You know what's coming. I know what's coming. The physicality, the offensive line doing a great job, and the fullback gets the handoff right up the gut, takes it downhill, uses his power, and falls into the end zone for the touchdown.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man downfield. Running free. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled
That shit
down.
got me so fucking hot, man.
Well, how about the offense?
That shit got me
We've seen
so hot,
earlier in the
bro.
game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot.
He's got it at the 15. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back out. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way
At the
back
point of
just to
attack,
get to
when
the
you took
line
off,
of scrimmage.
just hate getting cut up.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative
I would never.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was
Computer on
positive,
it,
but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it on the run. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. Amidst the din of deafening noise, he'll try to tie the game. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball
Nigga, I
back
could
in the
not move my
shadow of
fucking
his
kicking
own
meter.
goal
I ain't
post.
never seen that shit. Nigga, that fucking rattled.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down.
Like I'm on an angle, and I couldn't move it over to where.
He'll try to
The
throw
nigga was
and pick up
supposed
the
to go.
1st down.
Nah,
It's
I wouldn't.
incomplete,
I
and
wouldn't
they
miss it.
desperately needed to keep that
Put the
drive
thing in
going,
there.
and they couldn't make the connection.
He was
And
slow.
some people won't like that, but I
What
like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be
Yeah, I was like,
aggressive.
what
But I
about
know
the
one thing
fourth
now. After that 4th down stop, and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
To the air, it's Underwood. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was...
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
In the fucking
Man,
dog
we
fight.
needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And that's a big stop by this defense. And now if you're the offense, I'm down by 3. I can tie this thing up in the 4th quarter. Kick that field goal.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. The snap sets up the throw. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. And the Wolverines buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. 1st down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't, and they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually see big plays on. Receiver
turning it off! Now they've got even more breathing room out for the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Other scores from around the country. Slippery Rock, 28. Edinburgh, 23.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Stands in and takes the hit.
Come on, nigga.
Still running. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives, and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Pressure. And threw the ball downfield, and they let him catch it. Bro, this nigga be fucking holding the fucking crucifix, fucking praying to every god.
They're testing the right side here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Just fuck it, huh?
The defense will use
fuck it.
the
Let it,
timeout
whatever you
and
want
the
to get,
clock
just
is
give.
stopped with
This nigga
24
sucks, so
seconds left.
let's give him something.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Here's a heat. Now improvising. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. This guy is a daring punt return man.
This nigga just gets saved by everything. Why did I just have to bump my dude, bro? That was a fucking kick return.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, you look at the clock. They've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play. If they practice, by the way, throughout the week, it's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. You've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
They can rely on this guy to